Ready. Sports Radio 1160 WSKW The Score, CentralMainSports.com, and 1160thescore.com now bring you live coverage of high school softball. It's brought to you by Central Maine Community College in Auburn. More than just a community college with over 40 academic degrees and certificates to choose from and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Local sports on the Score also brought to you by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less online at cmautogroup.com. By Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations, your building project partner, Hammond Lumber. Find them online at hammondlumber.com. Our Crunch Time sponsor, Clark Scrap Metals. Don't fix it, scrap it. Locations in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. And our replay sponsor, Mid-State Machine. If you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Welcome to Erskine Academy here in South China. It's morning softball this morning as the Erskine Academy Eagles take on the Cony Rams. I'm Mike Violet. I'll bring you the play-by-play for this one here this morning, and these two teams have each played one game. The Madomic Valley Panthers played the Erskine Academy Eagles in the first game of the year, and Madomic Valley won that ball game. I don't have a final score, but I do know that Madomic Valley won that ball game. The Cony Rams are 1-0. The Rams beat the Messalonskee Eagles on Wednesday by a final of 4-1. And freshman Olivia Duplessis pitched a complete game to lead the Rams to the victory in that one. Kaylin LaBelle and Chloe Price each had RBI singles in the sixth inning to power Cony to the win over Messalonskee. And Suri Ramkasoon, who's going to pitch here today, also had two singles for Cony in the victory. So Dennis Gagne's team is 1-0. And here are the starting lineups. First of all, for the Cony Rams of Dennis Gagne, the 1-0 Cony Rams, and Suri Ramkasoon will lead off, and she will pitch here this morning. Batting second, playing center field, is Kaya Dewin. Hitting third and playing shortstop this morning is Abby Brown. Batting cleanup and playing second base is Olivia Duplessis. The freshman has had a huge impact on this team so far. Hitting fifth and playing at first base is Kaylin LaBelle. Batting sixth, playing third base, Chloe Price. Hitting seventh in left field, Giselle Mills. Batting eighth and catching today, Brody Barros. And hitting ninth and playing in right field is Rev Turner. So again, the starting lineups for the Cony Rams: Ramkasoon on the mound, then Dewin in center field, Brown at shortstop. Then it's Duplessis at second base, LaBelle at first base, Price at third base, and 7 through 9, it's Mills in left field, Barrows behind the plate, and Turner is in right field for the Cony Rams. For Holly Tripp's Erskine Academy Eagles, they will line up this way here this morning. Kelsey Dunn will lead off. She will pitch. So both pitchers are leading off in this ball game. So Dunn on the hill pitching. Her battery mate, Bree Barrett, will bat second and catch here this morning. Stella Martinelli hits third. She'll play at second base. Lily Clark bats cleanup. She's the shortstop. Batting fifth in center field is Jordan Parise. Hitting sixth and playing at first base is Cammie Thompson. Batting seventh is the designated player. She is going to hit. Madison Griffiths is going to hit. She is batting seventh. Batting eighth and playing at third base is Kylie Bellows. And hitting ninth and playing in left field is Jillian Desjardins. Hitting or not hitting today, she's the flex player in right field, Riley French, for the Erskine Academy Eagles. So again, it is Dunn, Barrett, and Martinelli, Clark, Parise, and Thompson, Griffiths, Bellows, and Desjardins, with French in right field as the flex player, as the Erskine Academy Eagles take the field. The field is in pretty good condition as we see Coach Holly Tripp right in front of the third base, or right to the side of the third base coach's box out there with a rake, doing some last-minute greenskeeping and groundskeeping. The field is in pretty good shape on the infield. The outfield is a little bit soft, but generally speaking, it's pretty green as things have dried up here a little bit, that's for sure. These fields do have a tendency at Erskine Academy to be a little bit wet, but right now, all things considered, and considering where we are here on April 25th with not exactly an abundant amount of sunshine, the fields are in pretty good shape. So Kelsey Dunn on the hill taking her warm-up pitches. And we are just about set for softball here this morning from Erskine Academy as Surrey Ramkissoon gets ready to lead off. I had a brief chat with Surrey before the game as I went down the Cony lineup with her to get a pronunciation guide. And, of course, she is leading off, and she also was my leadoff question about her pronunciation of her name, and she confirmed that I got it right last year. So I got a pat on the back for that. And Surrey is in the batter's box, ready to face Kelsey Dunn. Here we go. First pitch shows bunt, takes ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Cony, 1-0. Erskine Academy, 0-1. Ramkissoon in the back of the batter's box. Dunn ready. Ball 2. 2-0. They play her straight up in the outfield. We'll run the defense down here in a minute. Kelsey Dunn, coming off a tremendous year on the basketball court for Erskine. The 2-0 in for a strike. Took a little bit off that one. A little bit of a change up. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. Surrey Ramkissoon, left-handed hitter, leading it off here. Shows bunt, gets a piece of it. It is a foul tip into the mitt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 on Ramkissoon with Kaya Dewan on deck. Dunn ready. She deals. It is slapped and into left field by the dive of Clark. A base hit. So Surrey Ramkissoon gets Cony off to a good start with just a little line drive, well placed into left. A base hit, and here is Kaya Dewan. Dewan coming off, like Dunn, a successful year on the basketball court. She's a tremendous athlete. Right-handed batter, a changeup to the center fielder is outside ball 1. So Ramkissoon runs it first. Let's see what Dennis Gagne does. Wristbands are active. 9724 was the code. High, runner goes. Throw down is in time. Gunned out by Bree Barrett. That goes 2-6, and Ramkissoon is caught stealing. How about that? So leadoff single by Ramkissoon, gunned out by Bree Barrett. Caught stealing goes 2-6. So 1 out, nobody on. And a 2-0 count on Dewan. Here's the pitch. Right in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. On Kaya Dewan, Abby Brown on deck. Here's the set, here's the windup. Here's the pitch. It is inside. 3-1 on Dewan. Nope, it's 2-2. Take that back. My bad. 2 balls, 2 strikes, says the plate umpire. He's got the ball strike indicator. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got her. First strikeout of the ball game for Kelsey Dunn. 2 out. And here's Abby Brown. Brown, right-handed batting, shortstop. 2 outs, nobody on. Dunn deals. Just a shade outside, a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes to the third hitter in the Cony lineup, Abby Brown. The 1-0. Holds back on it, takes it high. 2 balls, no strikes. Today's game also brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partners since 1984. Holds back on it, and it is low. 3-0 on Brown, so Dunn has lost the plate here. A leadoff single, then a caught stealing. Dewan struck out for the second out. Now 3-0 on Brown. That's in for a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. On deck, the freshman Olivia Duplessis. 3 balls, 1 strike. High, ball 4. So a walk, second base runner of the inning, 2 outs. And here is Duplessis, and it sure says a lot about her talent when she can come into this program as a freshman and bat cleanup. She is a terrific athlete. Pitch is right in there for a strike. 0-1. 2 outs, runner at first. We are just underway here in beautiful downtown South China. That's it to right field. French over, and she makes the catch, or no? That's an out. That is an out. She made the catch. That's a fine play by Riley French. The base umpire did not make a call. The plate umpire made the call on that, and so put a star beside that one. F9 with a star beside it, and that is it for Cony in the first inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We've played a half. The score, Cony nothing. Erskine Academy coming up. You're watching and listening to high school softball on The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
There's money in your unwanted metal. Clark Scrap Metals pays top dollar for any cars, trucks, or scrap metal that you want to get rid of. Stop over, we'll weigh it and give you a check. Got a big job that needs a major cleanup? We'll drop off and pick up 1 or more of our roll-off containers for residential or commercial work. And at Clark's, we crush cars. We travel statewide and offer fair prices. Locally owned for 3 generations, no one knows scrap metal like Clark's. In Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Online at clarkscrapmetals.com.
Mike Violet back here at Erskine Academy in South China. We are ready to go to the bottom of the first inning. Surrey Ramkissoon going through her warm-up pitches right now. And the lineup again for Erskine Academy. Kelsey Dunn will lead off. Dunn pitching here today. Bree Barrett will bat second and catch. And Stella Martinelli will hit third, and she is playing second base. There's the yell down to second base by Brody Barros. Ramkissoon pitched the majority of games last year for Cony. She and Duplessis look as if they're going to split the pitching load here this year for Cony, and it's always good to have another arm. Even though many teams go through the year basically with one pitcher, Skowhegan with Lily Noyes the past few years, Mia Coots in Newport with Nokomis, and we'll see the Warriors next week against Lawrence. Here's Kelsey Dunn leading off, pitcher against pitcher. Pitch by Ramkissoon is off the glove of Barrett for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Dunn, of course, coming off a spectacular high school basketball season, leading Erskine Academy deep into the tournament. Had a great run. A bouncer wide of first. It's gloved by the second baseman. Duplessis underhands back to first. 1 out. 4-3. 1 up, 1 gone. Here's Bree Barrett. Barrett, the catcher. You can hear the wind. It's blowing across the field from third to first. It will affect a pop-up. That's hit to right, and that's foul and out of play. We can't have a game in the spring without wind. It's just always there. Even if it's 75 degrees, we've got the wind. I would love to have a nice, calm spring day. Barrett, 1 strike. That is inside, just missed. A ball and a strike. Martinelli on deck. 1-1. 1 out, bottom of the first. No score between Erskine Academy and Cony. Wide, no, it's on the corner. Take that back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got to let the umpire. 1-2. Ramkissoon, the sign. Here's the pitch. Took a little off the screen. Stays 1-2. They play Barrett pretty much straight up in the outfield. Kaya doing a step or two over toward right center. 1-2. Ramkissoon ready. Deals, hit into the air, short left center, and it's off the shortstop Brown's glove. That falls in. We'll give her a base hit. Just enough on it to get it into short left, and Brown angling out there. No chance for Doohan to get in. So it's a one-out base runner. Here's Martinelli. Stella, the second baseman. Right-handed batter. Shows bunt, puts it down, and it goes foul. So one strike on Stella Martinelli. Tall right-handed batter. 958, there's your code. Ramkasoon ready. Here's the pitch. Bunt is on again. She offers at it, misses it. Strike two. So 2 strikes on Martinelli. Got to be careful here if they keep that bunt on to keep it fair. Ramkasoon, the sign from Barrows. The 2-strike deal. Wide, off the glove, and the runner's going to go. That is a pass ball, and getting second base is Bree Barrett. So Barrett scampers down to second. So the bunt, not necessary now, and certainly with 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Martinelli. Base hit, can score a run. Inside, 2-2. On deck is Lily Clark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We have 1 out. Dunn led off, bounced out to second. Single by Barrett. Got second on a pass ball. Got a 2-2 count here on Martinelli. That is high. Ball 3. So it's a full boat on Stella Martinelli. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Barrett runs at second. Ramkasoon. Outside, ball 4, lost her. So Martinelli, a full count walk. First and second, 1 out. And here's Lily Clark with a chance to do some damage here with 2 on and 1 out. Clark, a powerful right-handed batter. She doesn't bat clean up for nothing. She has home run power. Ramkasoon in a spot. That one's right down Broadway, right back to the box. She smartly goes to third. Suri Ramkasoon, not a second of hesitation there, right to third. And she cuts Barrett down. That goes 2-5. On the fielder's choice, Martinelli goes to second. And Clark on first now with 2 outs for Jordan Parise. Off the glove again of Barrows. That is a pass ball. The runners move up. Definitely got to tighten that up. So base hit could score 2 here. And that was a strike, which makes it even worse to get a pass ball on a called strike. Strike 2. Grab the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes on Jordan Parise. Got to be very careful here. Suri Ramkasoon ready. Here's the pitch. Bounced right back to Ramkasoon. Man, can she field her position. 2 stellar plays by Suri Ramkasoon. She stabbed 2 ground balls, made a smart, sharp throw to third, and then stabbed that one hopper and got the out at first. And Parise is out 1-3, and Erskine Academy strands 2. No runs, a hit, no errors, couple of runners left on base. We have finished 1, an eventful first inning. We are scoreless. Erskine Academy. Cony, you're watching and listening to high school softball on The Score.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service. Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
Mike Violet back here. Erskine Academy in South China is where we are. High school softball, our second game of the season. A good one so far between the Cony Rams and the Erskine Academy Eagles, although it's very early. No score at the end of one. We've seen some good pitching and some excellent defense, most of it by Surrey Ramkasoon, the Cony pitcher. It is LaBelle, Price, and Mills, 5, 6, and 7 here against Kelsey Dunn, who issued a walk in the first. Also gave up a base hit, but got a caught stealing. That one's fouled back. Strike one on LaBelle. LaBelle, the first baseman for Cony. LaBelle, and then Price. One strike on Kaylin LaBelle. They play her straight up in the outfield. Dunn deals. Fastball swung on and missed. A good one. Strike two. 0-2. LaBelle looks down at third. She's told to make contact. Good advice. Dunn ready. The deal. Changeup, and she was way out in front. Beat it into the ground. Foul. It stays 2 strikes. She did a good job just to get a piece of that. Nothing at 2. Outside, just a shade outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That did not miss by much. 1-2. Dunn back on the rubber. That is down and in. 2-2. So battling here is Kaylin LaBelle. She was 0-2. Now it's 2-2. Dunn ready. The deal. Got her. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second strikeout for Kelsey Dunn. 1 out. Here's Chloe Price. Price, the third baseman, right-handed batter. Facing Dunn with 1 out, nobody on. Strike 1. 0-1. Again, they play her pretty much straight up in the outfield. Decent hitting background here. It'll be better when the leaves come in. Need more pine trees out there in center for some greenage. That one is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. They're playing baseball on the other side of the fence over there. Vacation week, and the weather's been decent. 1-1. Low, bold up there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tomorrow, though, if you're trying to play baseball or softball, it's not going to happen. We were supposed to have a monsoon. 2-1 with Mills on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Hit into the air, center field. Coming in is Parise, and she makes the catch. Jordan Parise ranging in to her left makes the play. 2 up, 2 outs. And here is Giselle Mills, the left fielder. Dunn looking for a 1-2-3 inning. First pitch, right there on the corner. Strike 1. Giselle Mills, left fielder. Got that ram on her right shoulder on her uniform. That's new this year. That's bunted. That's a tough play. The throw to first, safe. Dropped by the first baseman. That's a base hit. A bunt base hit for Giselle Mills. And she is on. That is the second hit of the ball game for Cony. So much for a 1-2-3 inning. And here's Brody Barros, the Cony catcher. Barros, right-handed batter. Get those sleeves rolled up. 2 outs. Runner on first. Popped up, skied over us. Foul out of play. Way, way out there in the back. And it's good to see that kids still run after foul balls. 0-1. Kelsey Dunn back on top. 2 outs, runner on first. The bunt is on, and it's fouled at the plate. 2 strikes. Rev Turner is on deck, number 9-hitter. Two strikes on Barrows. We are going to get some sun here today, boys. And I didn't bring the sunblock. Sorry, I got to buy some. A lot of good that does. Fouled off the screen. You flinched. You flinched. Sean Packard, let the record show, on the first foul ball back to the screen, he dove under the table. Right under the table. Like a fraidy cat. Here's another two-strike pitch. High. Runner dances off first. The throw there, not in time. There was a play. That ball was high to the hitter Barrows. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Dunn trying to strand this runner. Here's the wind, here's the pitch, high, off the glove there of Barrett. And runner gets second, that's a pass ball. And a 2-2 count on Barrows. So 2-2. Brody Barrows digs back in, ready to face Dunn. Here's the 2-2. Inside corner, strike 3. Got her. And that is the inning. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 1 swinging, 1 called. A stranded runner at second base. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 1.5 here at Erskine Academy. The score, Erskine Academy nothing and Cony nothing. You're watching and listening to high school softball on The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Mike Violet, welcome back here to Erskine Academy in South China, where today's game is brought to you by Flagship Cinemas. Consistent pricing and a premium cinema experience. Also brought to you by Joseph's Sporting Goods on Kennedy Memorial Drive in Waterville. We go to the bottom of the second, and it'll be 6, 7, and 8 coming up to the plate against Surrey Ramkissoon. It's Cammie Thompson, Madison Griffiths, and Kylie Bellows. As Barrows warns the 2 Cony players standing at second that it's coming down. And here is Cammie Thompson. Cammie, the first baseman for Erskine Academy. And Surrey Ramkissoon toes the slab. First pitch to Thompson, right in there for a strike. 0-1. They play Thompson a little bit over to left. Kaya doing a few steps over toward left center. Strike 2. Right in there. 0-2. On Cammie Thompson. Leading off here in the second. Wanted to, held back on it. It's outside, low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Griffiths on deck. 1-2. Barrows the sign. Ramkissoon accepts. Inside corner, strike 3, got her. I played umpire's got a little Frank Drebin in him, you know what? He's got a little dance when he. Yes, he got the Frank Drebin going. One up, one out. Here's Griffiths right back to the box, and you don't want to hit it to Ramkissoon because, as we have seen so far, she can field her position. That's her second 1-3 put out. She also has a 5-3 put. A 1-5 put out at third on a fielder's choice. So 2 outs. There's a ground ball by Bellows to short, gobbled up there. The throw to first in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning as Brown throws out Bellows, and that is it. A called third strike, couple of ground balls, nothing across for Erskine Academy. We have played 2 full. We're scoreless. It's Erskine Academy nothing, Cony nothing. You're watching and listening to high school softball on The Score.
Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine. We manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day 1. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a bi-weekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
One batter has not batted so far in this game for Cony. That's going to change now. Rev Turner coming up, number 9 hitter in the Cony lineup. The only hitter not to face Kelsey Dunn yet. So Turner, number 9, then Ramkissoon and Dewan. 9-1-2 against Kelsey Dunn as we go to the third. Scoreless. The pitchers have ruled so far. Here's the pitch. Spiked to second, gobbled up there by Martinelli, throws to first, 1 out, 1 pitch, 1 out. So Turner's gone. To the top of the order we go, and Surrey Ramkissoon punched a single to left, then got caught stealing. Thrown out by Barrett. Tries to drag the bunt, missed it, strike 1. 0-1 on Surrey. The 0-1. She showed bunt, but that was bowled up there. 1-1. On deck is Dewan. A ball and a strike on Surrey Ramkissoon. Still showing bunt, and that one's high and wide, 2-1. A lot of left-handed bidders in hitters. What's a bidder? Left-handed hitters in softball. Here's the pitch. It's a ball, just missed, 3-1. Who lead off, do what Surrey Ramkissoon does, and that is run up as if to bunt and bunt and get a running start. Choked up on the bat. The 3-1. She shows it again, takes a walk. So a 5-pitch walk. And Ramkissoon has done her job twice. She's on base. As a leadoff hitter, she has singled and now walked. 1 out for Dewan. Dewan struck out swinging her first time. Center fielder. Fouled back. Sean Packard, I am incredibly disappointed in you. That's really, really sad. Another major flinch. 0-1 on Dewan. It's a test, Sean, and you're failing it so far. That one's bunted foul. You have to trust the backstop, Sean. That chain link fence never fails, especially in softball. There's no way that ball's coming through that fence. It's not a golf ball, it's a softball. 0-2. You'll learn. You stick with me. Popped up, center field, ranging over is Parise, and she makes the catch. 2 outs. So a fly to center by Dewan, and here is Abby Brown. Brown walked her first time, stranded on first. So 2 outs, runner on first. Let's see if they send Ramkasoon. She's already been caught stealing once. Here's the pitch. She bluffs. It's a strike on Abby Brown. Abby, the Cony shortstop. 0-1 on Brown. Dunn deals. Just a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dunn. Here's the 1-1 to Brown. Right back through the middle, ranging over to the shortstop. Did she get the back? She did. Lily Clark with a very resourceful play to get her foot over on the bag, get possession of the ball at the same time. That's a really good play. That is 6 unassisted. Out at second base is Ramkasoon, a fielder's choice for Abby Brown. And that is the end of that for Cony in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and they leave 1. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Erskine Academy nothing. It's Cony nothing. This is high school softball on the Score.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835. 465-4835. Or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
Mike Violet back here live. Erskine Academy in South China is where we are. It is high school softball this morning here on the Score. Glad to have you with us on this Friday, April 25th. And much more high school sports coming up for you next week as we look ahead on the Score's spring sports schedule. Monday, taking a look at things. It is Cony at Lawrence in baseball. We get a look at the Cony Rams and the Lawrence Bulldogs on the baseball field. That is Monday at 4 o'clock. Then Wednesday, we'll head up to Newport, where the Nokomis Warriors, without Mia Coots, but her younger sister now, is pitching for Nokomis to take on the Lawrence Bulldogs in softball at 4. And then Friday afternoon, it's Brewer and Skowhegan in high school baseball from Skowhegan's home away from home in Madison. That's a 3:30 start. All here on the Score, CentralMainSports.com, 1160thescore.com, and the Score's YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. And here we go to the bottom of the third. Jillian Deschardins will lead off. First time up today, takes a strike. Deschardins is the left fielder. Number 8 hitter in this lineup. Excuse me, number 9 hitter in this lineup. That one's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jillian. So Deschardins, then Dunn and Barrett. 9-1-2. 9-1-2. Low. 2-1. But all things considered, with the weather this spring, this is a pretty good day. We are outside, most of us without jackets on. I will take it. Given how pink that I was, I think that's going to happen. You too. All of us are going to get it today. 2-2. I mean, there hasn't been a day all spring that I've been outside with the sun. I've been outside, but the sun hasn't. So, no chance. She yanked that one, and it's 3-2. Excuse me. Yes, you did. That was a little off, but still, you did not flinch. It's 3-2. On Desjardins. So none of us have had a chance to get a sunburn this spring. This is the first day. Full count pitch is low, ball 4. Scampering to first, Pete Rose style there is Jillian Desjardins. She's on. Leadoff hitter on, number 9 hitter. Never a good idea to walk the number 9 hitter. Here's Kelsey Dunn, grounded to second her first time. See if they move the runner here. Bunt. Ramkasoon. Again, you don't want to bunt or hit the ball to her, the throw to first. And it is a successful sacrifice. 1-3 on the putout. And Desjardins at second in scoring position for Bree Barrett. Barrett singled to left her first time. It went off the glove of Brown and fell in. See what she can do here. 1 out, runner at second. Suri Ramkasoon, a little bit of a jam. Pitch is grounded up the middle into center field. A base hit. Runner had to hold. She'll get third. The throw very late. First and third for the Erskine Academy Eagles as Barrett with her second single to left. So first and third now for Stella Martinelli. Martinelli with a walk her first time. So Ramkasoon is in trouble. Plate umpire down to first base for reasons only known to him. Pat on the back for Barrett. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Talking to a fan here. He doesn't know either, so. Anyhow, Martinelli with a chance to play to run. Suri Ramkasoon in trouble. First and third, 1 out. Here's the pitch. A little pop-up into short left. It's going to fall in. And it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0 Erskine Academy as Jillian Desjardins comes in on an RBI single by Stella Martinelli. So Martinelli just got it over the infield. Give her an RBI. She's on at first. Barrett at second. And here's Clark, the shortstop. Hit into a fielder's choice her first time. Swings right through a fastball. Strike 1. She hit into a fielder's choice, made it as far as second on a pass ball. Has a chance to add to the lead here for Erskine Academy. They lead 1-0. Yank that one. It is wide. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Ramkasoon, that leadoff walk, especially to the number 9 hitter, never a good idea. That one is spiked foul to the right and out of play. And the count goes to 1-2. Parise on deck for Erskine Academy. Clark with a word there from Holly Tripp, her head coach. And if I'm giving signs here, the sign I give to Clark is hit the ball as far as you possibly can. That's my sign. Ramkasoon, the 2-1. Swing and a miss on a bad ball, and it is a third strike, and she missed it, and she reaches. So she swung at a bad ball, a missed third strike. She is on. Give Ramkasoon a strikeout. Was that not the third strike? Oh, the base was open, that's why. So she is out. Nice try. So she is out. So Clark is out. That's the second out of the inning. Runners at second and third. The runner did get to second. And here is Parise. Swings and misses. Actually, she got a piece. Strike 1. So that is a strikeout of Clark. A wild pitch moves the runner to second. That is a foul ball. Almost really well placed down the line between the first baseman and the bag, but just foul. 2 strikes on Jordan Parise. That certainly would have scored 2. Erskine Academy already has 1 in the inning. They lead at 1-0. Looking for some two-out runs. The pitch, just inside. Boy, that's a tough take there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We are in the bottom of the third. Erskine Academy has nudged across a run. They lead 1-0, looking for more. Wide, and a good stop there by Barros. Had to jump out into the left-handed batter's box and get that one. 2-2. They're over to left in the outfield on Parise. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Gobbled up there by Price, and the throw to first in time. So Ramkasoon minimizes the damage. A hard ground ball to third by Parise, but gobbled up by Price, and that is it. But Erskine Academy able to push across a run. They get a run on just one base hit. That leadoff walk certainly factored in as well, and they leave 2 big runners in scoring position at second and third. So we have finished 3 full here in South China. The score, Erskine Academy 1, Cony 0. This is high school softball on the score.
Forest Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Hermit and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Herman location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
And it's time for our middle of the innings breakdown. It's brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partners since 1984. Let me correct myself on the numbers of that third inning for Erskine Academy. They got a run on 2 hits. They had 2 hits in the inning, so a run on 2 hits, no errors, and they did leave 2. So here we are after the first 3, 1-0 Erskine Academy. And the pitch is a strike to the hitter, Olivia Duplessis, who flied to right her first time. Good play by Riley French. That is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Olivia Duplessis, a really dynamic young freshman player for Cony. She got their win in their opener over Mesolonsky on the mound. That is grounded to second. Backhanded by Martinelli. Good play by Stella. Makes the play to first. 2 outs. 1 out. Duplessis leading off. 1 out. So Martinelli made that backhanded stab look a lot easier than it really was. 1 out. Here's LaBelle, who struck out swinging her first time. 1, 2, 3 strikeouts so far for Dunn. Swing and a miss. She was going for the downs there. 0-1. Looking to hit that one to Windsor. All the way to Windsor. All the way to the Windsor Fairgrounds. 0-1 on Duplessis. Here it is. Now she shows bunt. Takes ball 1 high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chloe Price, who made that good play to end the bottom of the third, is on deck. Here's the pitch. Change up, and it's backhanded at third. The throw by Bellows in time. Kylie Bellows with a backhanded stab. 2 outs. So 2 good plays in the infield by Erskine Academy. 1 by Martinelli at second, 1 by Bellows at third. 2 up, 2 gone. Here's Chloe Price, who flied to center her first time. Dunn looking for a 1-2-3 inning. I hope we don't put the kiss of death on it for her. That's fouled to the right, out of play. She has not had one yet. So a ground ball to second and a ground ball to third here in the inning. Dunn deals into right field. No 1-2-3 inning. The throw in is wide of the first baseman, and it goes all the way to the catcher, and Barrett scoops it up, but that's a base hit to right by Chloe Price. So, 2-out base runner. Here's Giselle Mills. Had a bunt base hit her first time. Got to second on a pass ball and stranded there. So, let's see if Dennis Gagne decides to move the runner here. I don't know what that was. Did she hit that? She did. That's a fair ball, and that's an out. She swung at that ball. It was on the ground, and she got a piece of it. You can see the divot she took out, almost like a golf divot there at home plate, and that is it. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Erskine Academy 1, Cony nothing. It's high school softball on the score.
Chevrolet at Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Height Chevy. Height Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Height family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse. Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
As you might expect, a ball game with only 1 run is moving along at a pretty good clip. We are already to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is 1-0 in favor of Erskine Academy. And for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 4th inning, it is 6, 7, and 8. Cammie Thompson, the first baseman, Madison Griffiths, the designated player, and Kylie Bellows, the third baseman. Thompson called out on strikes her first time, one of just 1 strikeout so far for Surrey Ramkissoon. First pitch by Surrey. Spiked foul to the right. That'll make it out of play. Strike 1. Nothing and 1 on Cammie Thompson. 1-0 Erskine Academy. Line drive over the shortstop's head. Solid contact there. That's our hardest hit ball of the day. Lead runner on for the Erskine Academy Eagles as Cammie Thompson pounded that into left field. So she is on for Griffiths, the DP. And we're going to get a runner here. And that is Mackenzie Oxley who's going to run. So Oxley on it first to run, and Griffiths, who bounced back to the pitcher her first time, will hit. So some speed at first. And they have got the outfield, especially Kaya Doohan over to left center. There's a big gap in right center. I don't know what we're waiting for here. Oh, the plate umpire is over talking to the Cony bench. Getting the lineup straight. All right, we're good to go. And here is Madison Griffiths. Has the bunt on, and that ball was coming right at her. That's a tough ball to bunt, and she just got a piece of it. She probably would have been better off to step out of the way of that one. Strike 1. Let it go by. 0-1. Oxley, the pinch runner at first. Erskine Academy up 1-0. Bunt is on again. It is down, fielded by Price. Throw to first, a little high, but coming down on the bag is LaBelle. And so the sacrifice is successful. That is 5-3. Runner moves up to second. And here is Kylie Bellows. Bellows grounded to short her first time. Oxley, the pinch runner, at second, one out. Bottom of the fourth, it's 1-0 Erskine. Eagles are 0-1. Cony is 1-0. Eagles lost to Madomic Valley. Cony beat Meso. Strike one. Bellows with one strike on her. One strike on her, one out, one on. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. 0-2. No balls, two strikes. Surrey Ramkasoon trying to keep this game right here. Change up, she yanked it. It is outside. Let go of that one a little bit too late. One ball, two strikes. Oxley at second. Here it is. Inside. 2-2 fastball missed. On deck is Jillian Desjardins. Barros, the sign. The 2-2. Popped up. That'll make it over us and out of play. Count hangs at 2-2. All right, Ramkasoon back on the rubber. The 2-2. Hit into center field. This is going to get in, and it's going to roll. Around third is Oxley. She's going to score. That goes all the way to the wall. And Bellows with a double. She hit it where they weren't. And Dewan, who was pulled over into left center, just had to chase it. And that's an RBI double for Kylie Bellows, and it's a 2-0 Erskine Academy lead. Here's Jillian Desjardins. We're going to get another pinch runner. Coming on to run now is Adeline Glidden at second. So Erskine Academy doubles their lead with one swing of the bat. And here's Desjardins, who walked and scored the first run. And Surrey Ramkasoon committed the cardinal sin of walking the number 9 hitter, who happened to be leading off. Plate umpire resetting his ball strike indicator. You know, I remember the first ball strike indicator I ever got as a kid was in a box of Cheerios. They were giving them away. And I insisted my mother buy that specific box of Cheerios, and therefore got my first ball and strike indicator. And you know, I had that until like 15 years ago. And I must have been 10 when I got it. That's low and away. 2-0. I had kept it in a case of baseball memorabilia that I had. Yes. The only thing you get in cereal is sugar. And Cheerios back in the day was pretty healthy, all things considered. That's going to find some open space in right center field. The runner is going to try to go to third. The throw, not in time. And the runner will go to second. Well, they had her with a good throw, but the throw was kind of a pop-up. And so Bellows makes it to third. Give Desjardins a single. She goes to second on the throw. And time is called. Dennis Gagne going to the mound. It's not like, other than the Kylie Bellows shot to left center, I was going to say other than Bellows, but you know what? The Bellows double, but also the Thompson leadoff single, those actually were two pretty well-hit balls. And it looks like we might get a pitching change here. Let's see. We got players going to the dugout. Yep, we're going to get a pitching change, and we are going to get Olivia Duplessis, the freshman, come in from second. So some wholesale changes. So Duplessis is going to pitch. So we've got a pitching change here at Erskine Academy. The score is Erskine Academy 2, Cony nothing. We'll come back and run down all the changes for you right after this.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
All right, so kind of the domino effect after the pitching change as Suri Ramkissoon's day is over. Suri Ramkissoon's day is over on the mound, and she goes to shortstop. So Duplessis, let's run him down for you. Duplessis from second to the mound. Ramkissoon is at shortstop. There's a bouncer knocked down by Duplessis. Throws to first. Got her there. Run scores. And it is 3-0. Coming in to score was Kylie Bellows. That's the only play she had. That's an RBI there for Dunn. She is out 1-3. And so a runner on third now with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and a big old swing there by Bree Barrett. Barrett has singled twice. She was 2 for 2. At second base for Cony is Giselle Mills, who came in from left. Pitch by Duplessis, skied, middle of the infield. Ramkissoon calls, Ramkissoon makes the catch. And that is the end of that. So Duplessis comes on, gets a couple of outs, run scores in the process, and that is it for Erskine Academy in the 4th inning. But the Eagles have a productive inning. They got 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left on. We finished 4, and Erskine Academy is up by 3 runs. The score, Eagles 3, Cony Rams nothing. This is high school softball on the score.
Looking for a way to heat your home while staying within your budget? A home heating loan from Connected Credit Union is the perfect solution. We've got you covered with an affordable way to keep warm this winter. Maybe you're thinking of purchasing a heating and cooling system or replacing your windows. Making your home more energy efficient isn't just an investment in your home, it's an investment in your lifestyle. Contact our loan team for more details or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Membership eligibility required.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Well, it's going to take a comeback for the Cony Rams on the road here today to get their second win of the year. They're down 3-0. We go to the 5th inning. It'll be Brody Barros, Rev Turner, and then Suri Ramkissoon. 8-9-1 against Kelsey Dunn, who's got a 3-run lead to work with. And Barros called out on strikes her first time. Now playing left field. Here's the pitch. The bunt is on. It's a good bunt fielded by the third baseman. The throw, no, safe. Bellows not able to get enough on the throw, and Barros beats it out. It's a bunt base hit. And so Barros is on. We're going to get a hitter. Looks like Turner's going back. So she's going to get hit 4. So in need of a rally, Cony gets off to a good start on the bunt base hit. And the hitter is going to be Jordan Dykett. Is that how you pronounce it? I hope. Dikett. So she is going to hit for Turner. So Dykett will hit for Turner, who grounded out to second her first time. Coach Gagne with a very long conference with his pinch hitter. All right. Dykett ready to go. Barrows can run. She's at first. Be careful here. Base runners at a premium, and Cony needs them. So Dunn trying to not allow a Cony rally. The bunt is on, and it's foul. That was a long conference just to tell her to bunt, right? One strike. Dykett with a strike, top of the order, and Ramkasoon on deck. Kelsey Dunn. Upstairs for a ball as Barrows is caught. They had her. It's a good job by the catcher to throw it to second, though. Make sure she doesn't advance. And that was a ball on Dykett. One ball, one strike on the pinch hitter, Dykett. She showed bunt a little bit, took it upstairs, 2-1. Well, my philosophy always is if they want to bunt, let them bunt. Throw her a strike. They're going to give you an out. And she can't. Dunn, with a pinch hitter up there, has run the count up to 3-1. Boy, a walk would be dire. Dunn ready. Here it is. High ball four. She walked her. First and second, nobody out. Tying run coming to the plate. Here's Ramkasoon. Ramkasoon today has singled and walked. All right, the left-handed hitter Ramkasoon, who is a real good bat handler. You got to think, though, that the bunt will remain on. Ball one. And right now, Kelsey Dunn having a devil of a time throwing strikes. She has walked 1, 2, 3 in this game. Here's the 1-0. 2-0. She still can't find the plate. So Dunn a little bit unnerved here. Takes a walk behind the mound. You got a 3-0 lead, and all of a sudden she can't throw strikes. Here's the 2-0. That got a piece of the bat, 2-1. So Dunn got a break there. I just caught the bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. Erskine Academy looking for outs. The 2-1. There's the bunt. Dragged down the first baseline. It goes foul. Smart play by Cammie Thompson. That was going to be darn tough to get an out on, and Thompson smartly let it go foul. Good play by Cammie. So it's a 2-2 count here on Ramkasoon with Doohan on deck. What do you do? 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, 2 on. Cony down 3-0. Fouled. No, excuse me, not in foul ground. I lost it for a second there. It is caught by the left fielder. The throw gets by, but the right fielder comes in, and Riley French backs it up. So that's a pop out to Desjardins in short left. So 1 out, and the runners do not advance. That's huge. Here's Kaya Doohan. Doohan is struck out swinging, fly to center. So Dunn, let's see if an out settles her down some. Kaya doing right-handed batter, pretty good power. Change up, generous call on the outside corner for strike one. 0-1. 0-1. Here it is. Fouled over us and out of play. 0-2. So Dunn has come back, gotten an out after putting runners on first and second to begin the inning, and now has an 0-2 count. Dunn ready. The pitch. Low. Good stop there by Barrett. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Abby Brown, the shortstop, is on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There it is. Right back through the middle into center field, a base hit. Picked up there by Parise. The throw home is cut off. And coming in to score on the play is Brody Barros, and Cony is on the board. It is 3-1 Erskine Academy on an RBI single by Kaya Doohan. Well placed. Right up the middle. Excuse me, here's Brown. Ball 1. And I'm about to let go of a big old sneeze, so you've been warned. One ball, no strikes. High, 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0. Cony on the board. It is 3-1 now, Erskine Academy. We are in the top of the 5th. Dunn's first trouble today. Change is just a little high. She wanted it. And it is 3-0. Cleanup hitter Olivia Duplessis is on deck. Time is called. And I would think that Brown is going to take here until they throw her strike. All right, Dunn back on top. Barrett signed from the dugout. Here it is. Inside, ball 4. Lost her. They're loaded. The bases are full of Rams as Brown takes her base on a 4-pitch walk. Dykett is on third. Doohan on second. Abby Brown is on first. And freshman Olivia Duplessis has a chance to put a crooked number on the board. It is 3-1 Erskine Academy, but that lead is in jeopardy. Duplessis today has flied to right and bounced out to second. She's 0 for 2. Let's see what this young freshman does. She's an outstanding hitter, batting cleanup in this Cony lineup as a freshman. First pitch by Dunn. High, and it's fouled back. She went after a high fastball, got under it. Strike 1. Well, if you're Erskine Academy, you'd love a ground ball right at someone. Preferably Dunn. 0-1 on Duplessis. Here it is. Fouled again over us and out of play. 0-2. So Dunn has the jump. Let's see if we get a changeup here. Plate umpire is without any softballs. So we have a ball delay until these kids can run some balls down for us. And they have done so. Had an umpire ask me a number of years ago to not say on the air, the umpire has no balls. And so I have acquiesced to that and changed the way I say it. Here's the 0-2. High, and Duplessis held up on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nowhere to put her. Bases are full of Rams. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 3-1 Erskine Academy. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. Skied again. Look out, guys. Look out. That one actually stayed in play. I think the wind blew that back. That's why they tell you to keep your eye on the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind blew that one back in. I thought that one was definitely coming over. Dunn and Duplessis, a battle. Here it is. Swing and a foul back to the screen. You're getting better, Sean. Your flinch is not as overt as it was the first time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Duplessis and Dunn, talk about a battle here. 6th pitch coming up. Here it is. It's hit high and short, and the shortstop has it. 2 outs as Clark. The wind blew that one. I thought that was going to make it out to the left fielder, Desjardins. It ends up being a pop to shortstop. And Dunn is 1 out away from wiggling out of a major jam, and it's up to Kalen LaBelle. Kalen today has struck out swinging and grounded to third. So they were loaded with 1 out. Now they're loaded with 2 outs. Dunn checks the defense. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Good fastball there. 0-1. If you're LaBelle, you just want to put it in play here. 0-1. Kelsey Dunn. Now she steps off. Now she's back on top. The 0-1. That one is low. 1 ball, 1 strike on Kalen LaBelle, the Cony first baseman. Done ready. Here's the 1-1. High foul off the right side, and giving it a look there is French, but no way she could get to that. And now Dunn is 1 strike away from really minimizing the damage. Could have been a lot worse if it only ends up being 1 run. That's if it only ends up being that. Up to LaBelle with 2 outs. On deck, Price hoping to hit. Dunn back on the rubber. The windup. The 1-2 outside corner, strike 3. And LaBelle is out of there, and Cony strands the bases loaded. The Rams able to get a run on 1, 2 base hits. There were no errors, and they left 3. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We have played 4.5. The score is Erskine Academy 3 and Cony 1. You're watching and listening to high school softball on The Score.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
Mike Violet back here. Erskine Academy in South China is where we are. It is high school softball today here on The Score as the Erskine Academy Eagles and the Cony Rams go at it. Good one so far. Good pitching. Olivia Duplessis is the second Cony pitcher of the day as she picked up Suri Ramkasoon. And leading off here is Stella Martinelli. Martinelli has walked and singled. She drove in a run. Down and in, ball one on Stella, who is the Erskine Academy second baseman. It is Martinelli, Clark, and Parise, 2, 3, 4, meet of the order. Strike right in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. We've gone from sort of a hazy, milky sunshine to not much of any. That's made it a little bit easier to see. That's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes, cooled off a shade. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, temperature now 66. So down on strikes there is Stella Martinelli, 1 up, 1 out. Here is Lily Clark. Clark today has reached on a fielder's choice and struck out herself. She is 0 for 2. 3-1 Erskine Academy. Spike to the right side, and it is off the glove, and it is not caught out there by the right fielder. Making an error out there for the Cony Rams was Jordan Dykett. So an E9 and Clark on the 2-base error. Ball should have been easily caught, and Jordan Dykett, a replacement out there for Turner, missed it. So here is Jordan Parise, who is grounded back to the box and grounded out to third. So Duplessis with a runner at second now. And 1 out, big rip and a miss by Parise, strike 1. So Duplessis trying to pick up her right fielder here and strand this runner at second base. Erskine Academy would love to play a pad run. Here's the deal. Foul to the right side, almost went into the Cony dugout. Nobody over there flinched, Sean. Not one person in that dugout flinched. You could take a lesson from those guys. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it is. It is low, 2 balls, 1 strike. You know, I'm just funning with you. Yes, 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm not going to make any comment on that. Here it is. Beaten into the ground, that's fair. And off the ground, Duplessis smartly just eats it. Throws behind the runner. It is dropped, but no advance. You could see the spin on that ball was going to keep it fair, and it stayed fair, and a smart play by Duplessis, the freshman, to just put it in her back pocket. She did eventually throw it to third. That's a base hit. Base hit that went about 15 feet. So an infield hit. And over to third is Clark. Swing and a miss by Cammie Thompson. Strike 1. Thompson today's been called out on strikes, then ripped a single into left. Time is called. Duplessis wants a new softball. Going to throw that out of play. Must be marked up. So Duplessis gets a new softball. 1 strike here on Thompson. First and third with 1 out. Duplessis again trying to keep it right here. The infield is in. They'll come home. Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike on Thompson. 1 out. Now runners on second and third as the runner took second. That's fouled back. That will make it out of play. Umpire, you could hear him say, we need it, we need it. He needs that softball. He is out. Count goes to 1-2. One and two. 1-2. You've got the ball and strike indicator. Yep, you're all set. When the ump asks me what the count is, there's trouble. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I am not the most reliable source for a correct count, but it is 1-2. I am keeping track. High, 2-2. On deck is Griffiths with an S. 2-2 on Cammie Thompson. 2 big runners in scoring position in a 3-1 ball game here, bottom 5. Down and in. Full boat now on Thompson. Open base, but you don't want to put any more on. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Duplessis deals. Foul back. Still 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Yes. Yeah. 3 balls. It's not a car crash. It's a softball. That's popped up. And a play for the catcher. And coming out is Abby Brown to make the play. Big out there. That's a pop to the catcher. 2 outs. And here is Madison Griffiths. Madison today has grounded back to the pitcher and sacrificed. She was out 5-3. Huge hitter here for Olivia Duplessis to try to keep this a 2-run ball game, 3-1. Runners on second and third. Duplessis steps off. And something flew up and went into Abby Brown's eye. Dirt flies up. And Brown trying to get it out of there. Coach Gagne with a bottle of water, so a little flush job action. Because that's what Poland Spring bottles of water were made for, so you could flush your... We don't have an eye flush station here. This is not an industrial job site. So does that qualify as a workplace accident? So Brown flushes it out and is ready to roll. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Griffiths misses strike 1. 0-1 on Madison. Second and third, 2 outs. To second base it goes. Second baseman over to first, and that is it. And a nice job by Olivia Duplessis to strand runners on second and third, and a squander there by Erskine Academy. For the Eagles in the bottom of the 5th inning, no runs. There was 1 hit. There were no errors, and 2 big Erskine Academy runners left on. We finished 5. The score stays. Erskine Academy 3, Cony 1. You're watching and listening to high school softball on the place for local sports, The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
There's money in your unwanted metal. Clark Scrap Metals pays top dollar for any cars, trucks, or scrap metal that you want to get rid of. Stop over, we'll weigh it and give you a check. Got a big job that needs a major cleanup? We'll drop off and pick up 1 or more of our roll-off containers for residential or commercial work. And at Clark's, we crush cars. We travel statewide and offer fair prices. Locally owned for 3 generations, no one knows scrap metal like Clark's. In Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Online at clarkscrapmetals.com.
Well, speaking of Clark's Scrap Metals, it is crunch time for sure for the Cony Rams as they have 6 outs to go. And crunch time brought to you by our friends at Clark's Scrap Metals. Don't fix it, scrap it. Locations in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. 6 outs to go for these Cony Rams, and Chloe Price will lead it off against Kelsey Dunn. Popped up, and a play there for the third baseman and the catcher, and all of them convene along with Dunn, and they can't get to it. And so life for Price, strike 1. It is Price, Mills, and Barrows. 6, 7, and 8 for the Cony Rams. Let's see if that comes back to haunt Erskine Academy there. A chance to get an out, and they were not able to get to it. Price awaits Dunn. Here it is. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kelsey Dunn in trouble last inning, the entire inning. Wiggled out of it, allowing just 1 run. High and outside, 2-1. Cony needs base runners. Got Giselle Mills on deck. Dunn ready. Ooh, that sure looked good. 3-1. I think Bree Barrett wants to know where that was. 3 balls, 1 strike. I know Kelsey Dunn wants to know where it was. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, and Dunn got to watch it. She's being very demonstrative out there, and you're best just to turn your back and walk away. So a leadoff walk, again, never a good thing. Here's Mills with a bunt base hit. And then a little squibber out front. She was out 2-3. Tying run at the plate. The bunt is down and foul. Well, gosh darn it all to heck, I'm going to have to put my sunglasses back on. Ground ball to short. 1 there, and the throw to first. Out! Wow! What a great double play turned by Erskine Academy. I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to have a chat about it? It was a bang-bang play at first base. So they're going to conference, and the question is, was the first baseman able to hang the bag? And they're sticking with it. They're saying it's an out. So it is a 6-3 double play, and quickly 2 outs. That's a heck of a play by Kelsey Dunn. By Lily Clark at the bag. At second, the Erskine Academy shortstop as the ball went by Young. Here's a bunt attempt by Brody Barrows for strike 1. Brody today has been called out on strikes and has a bunt base hit. So 2 outs, nobody on, and Cony down to 4 outs. Up and in. A ball and a strike. So that double play, huge. 2 outs now in the 6th. Here it is. High. 2 balls, 1 strike. Monday, Cony Lawrence baseball, 4 o'clock. From Pete Cooper Stadium at Keyes Field in Fairfield. On the baseball side of that historic field. Lollipop is high, 3-1. And at times in this game, Dunn has had control problems. She has walked 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a strike. 3-2. On deck is Dykett. 3-2. Lounin in ball 4. So, 2-out base runner, 5th walk. And here is Jordan Dykett. Been up once, walked. 2 outs and a runner at first. This is the tying run at the plate. Player straight up and shallow in the outfield. Popped up over us, out of play. There's a big hill, a big gully behind us that is where all of these foul balls are going, and we've got a group of 10-year-olds who are going crazy to get those balls, and sometimes instead of running down those hills, they're falling down those hills. That one is fouled at the plate, so quickly 0-2, Dunn out in front. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2. 3-1 Erskine Academy here, top of the 6th. Strike 3 called. And Dunn gets the strikeout, so an interesting inning for sure. Cony gets the lead runner on a walk, then a 6U3 double play, erases that runner, then a walk, and then a strikeout. And that is it for the Rams in the 6th inning. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We have finished 5.5 here in South China. The score remains Erskine Academy 3, Cony 1. This is high school softball on the score.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
All righty, the Erskine Academy Eagles looking for insurance here, leading 3-1 as they hit in the bottom of the 6th inning, and it is Kylie Bellows to lead it off. And she lines one into left. That's a base hit, and it gets by the left fielder. She hits first. She will dig for second, and she is in there standing up. And Bellows with her second double of the ball game, and she has 2 of the hardest hit balls of the day. And said insurance run for Erskine Academy is out at second base right now. She'll be run for as Adeline Glidden will come on to run for her. So Glidden on to run after the leadoff double by Bellows. And here is Jillian Desjardins. Desjardins has been on twice. She has walked and scored and singled. She's had a very good day out of the 9-hole. Downstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the order, Kelsey Dunn on deck. Duplessis, the freshman, deals. The bunt is on, and it's fouled back. 1-1. Cony Rams trying to keep it right here and come to bat in the 7th inning, only down 2 runs. 1-1, bunt, foul. Nope, that's foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Duplessis would not mind a strikeout. Here it is. Not going to get it. Little nubber off the hands, caught by the first baseman. No play at second. As LaBelle caught that little squib pop-up. 1 out. And here is Kelsey Dunn. Kelsey today is grounded as second, sacrificed, and then bounced back to the pitcher, but she drove in a run because the bases were loaded. She got an RBI on that. Holds back, ball 1 on Kelsey. Barrett on deck. Duplessis. The 1-0. Strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-1 Erskine. Here's the deal. Popped up over us. That has been a common theme in this ball game. Those boys have gotten their workouts today. They got their cardio in. But hey, they're 10. It's literally child's play. I know, yeah, it is good to see 10-year-olds outside, not with a screen in their hands. In fact, I haven't seen these kids look at a phone, so that's good right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Popped up, maybe a play, third base, over, got it. Chloe Price, step away from the fence there, and they got a double play? Wow. That is not a good base running move at all. They got a double play on a foul pop-up. So a pop-up, and Dunn is out on a pop foul to third. And then the pinch runner at second base for Bellows, Addie Glidden, was thrown out 5-4. And so that is the end of that. So last call for the Cony Rams. They need 3 to tie. They've got 3 outs to do it. The score as we go to the top of the 7th, Erskine Academy 3 and the Cony Rams 1. This is high school softball on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day 1. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
Well, when you're down 2 runs in your last wraps of the day, it's always good to have the top of the order to get things going, and that's exactly what Cony has. It's Suri Ramkasoon, Kaya Dewan, and Abby Brown to face Kelsey Dunn, trying to finish off a complete game. Ramkasoon today has singled, walked, and popped to left. She always shows bunt, takes ball 1. She is the classic left-handed leadoff hitter. Always looking to run up to bunt. The 1-0. The bunt is down, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dewan to follow. Dewan today is 1 for 3. And then Brown after that, who has walked twice. She has sandwiched 2 walks between a fielder's choice. Suri Ramkasoon, 1 ball, 1 strike. You know she's going to bunt. And she missed. She offered at it and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Suri back in there. No, not. That's crazy funny. That's back to the box, 1 out. All right. This happened to Joe Castiglione in the Red Sox booth a number of years ago, because there's a guy that plays for the Tampa Bay Rays, or did. I think he plays for Milwaukee now, Jose Suri. And Joe was in the booth doing the game, and Suri came up. And he said that Suri came up. That's fouled off by Dewan. Ball 1, and his phone heard him and acted. This is exactly what just happened to me. We got to save that snippet. We got to find that snippet. Suri, I'm doing a game. I'm not talking to you, okay? Here's the pitch. It's way upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike on Kaya Dewan. Kelsey Dunn trying to finish off a complete game. The 1-1. Popped up. That'll make it over us. Heads up. 1 hop catch. Nice job there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a needed ball. Well, they got another one in. Yep, 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck is Abby Brown, hoping not to be the last hope. Hoping that Dewan can reach. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Done. Deals. Just missed down and in. 2-2 on Dewan. 3-1 Erskine Academy. We are in the top of the 7th with 1 out. Done ready. Here's the pitch. Change up high. And the string is out now on Kaya Dewan. 3-2. So full count with Brown on deck. Done. The 3-2. Low and away, ball 4. She gets on. The tying run comes to the plate. So Dewan does her job. Draws a walk. And here is Brown, who has walked it into a fielder's choice and walked. She has been on twice. Brown started at shortstop, now is catching. Very versatile. High, strike, strike 1. At the letters, strike 1 on Abby Brown. On deck is Duplessis. Man, they'd love to get her up. The Cony cleanup hitter, 1 strike. The lollipop is way high. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Kelsey Dunn back on the rubber. The sign from Barrett. The wind up, the 1-1. Fouled, and it got a piece of the ump. That hurt. You could hear that hit meat. Yep. And not only did it get meat, it took a piece out of that plate umpire. Ouch. That one hurt. Need a medical timeout for that one. You could hear the meat as soon as that hit. And so the Erskine Academy coaching staff springs into action with a first aid kit extraordinaire. They've got the Band-Aids out. They got the whole shooting match out. They will patch him up. So Brown with a 1-1 count when we resume. Wow, they got everything going over there. It's like full-blown surgery. Tell me about it. Yeah, I'm sure. This plate umpire certainly a little older, and so the bruise is going to stay for a long time, that's for sure. So we have an injury timeout for the plate umpire, who took one hard off the forearm, and probably the stitches of the softball got him pretty good. You could see the gash as soon as he turned, and now they've got the tape going over there. They're taking this really seriously. Yeah, he is. I mean, he shook. There was one shake of the arm, which you give him, because, that hurt. You could hear the meat. You definitely could hear it. That's going to leave a mark, and it did. Okay, so the foul tip made it 1-2. Quick hit of water just for good nature. And so 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Abby Brown. You heard the man. Here we go. Kelsey Dunn. Ready to go to Brown. The 1-2 pitch is a changeup, is hit high into left field. Desjardins comes in, and Desjardins makes the catch. 2 outs. F7. And it's all up to Olivia Duplessis. She's the tying run. She has flied to right, grounded to second, and popped to short. She's 0 for 3. She is the tying run. It is 3-1. Kelsey Dunn trying to finish this one off. The windup. Change up. Line drive left field. Base hit. Cony lives. So Duplessis, a hard single to left. Her first base hit of the game. So she's the tying run at first base. The go-ahead run is at the plate now, and Kaylin LaBelle, who has struck out swinging, grounded to third, and been called out on strikes. And again, Kelsey Dunn trying to finish it off. The windup. Low, ball 1. On deck is Chloe Price. 3-1 Erskine Academy. Dunn. Pitches, ground ball to second, gobbled up there by Martinelli, throws to first, and this one is over. So Kelsey Dunn, a little tightrope walk in the top of the 7th inning, but she survives despite putting the tying run on and having the go-ahead run come to the plate. For the Cony Rams in the top of the 7th inning, no runs. They had 1 hit. There was no errors and 2 runners left on. Final score in this one, the Erskine Academy Eagles 3 and the Cony Rams 1. The final totals coming up after this on The Score.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a biweekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835. 465-4835. Or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Hermit and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Hermit location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
And hi, Trevor.
All right, Mike Violet back here post-game at Erskine Academy in South China, where the Erskine Academy Eagles have just finished off the Cony Rams in high school softball. 3-1 final score in this one. The final line scores for Erskine Academy: 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. We had a very clean game defensively. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 on base. And for the Cony Rams, a run, 6 hits, no errors. And here's the big number for Cony. They left 10 runners on base. 10 runners on base, and that really was their downfall, including leaving the bases loaded in the 5th inning. They left 2 on in the 7th inning as well. So stranded runners really hurt the Cony Rams in this one. As Erskine Academy picks up win number 1, they're 1-1, and Cony now 1-1 as well. We are back at it with baseball on Monday. Cony and Lawrence baseball Monday afternoon from Fairfield. Game time is 4 o'clock. John Coughlin will join me for the call of that. We'll be on the air with our pregame show around 3:50. So for the whole crew, for Galen Neal, for Alan Brickett, for Sean Packard, I'm Mike Violet saying so long from Erskine Academy of South China. Final score this afternoon in high school softball, the Erskine Academy Eagles 3 and the Cony Rams 1.
At Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Height Chevy. Height Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn